Very good morning, students. As we have started with the 10th standard science, that is the chapter Control and Coordination. Students, response to the stimulus and whatever our life activities, willingly or without. So these are all activities controlled by our main part of the body, that is the brain. Right? So in our previous classes, we have discussed how is the structure of brain, how to draw it easily, and how many parts are there, what are all its functions. These all we have discussed in our previous video, students. Today what we are going to learn. See, human nervous system is divided in three parts: CNS, PNS, ANS. So we started with the first part, that is CNS. So in the CNS there are two types, one is brain and one is spinal cord. Okay, so we completed with the brain. There is one more important organ of our body, that is the spinal cord. So students, you have seen the structure of a brain. See the rough diagram I will draw. Just see, like this we find the structure of brain, somewhat like this, right students? Yes. So here what you find? Here this is the pons medulla. Okay. So this medulla, it will continue with our structure called as the spinal cord. Okay. So brain, it is covered with a bony structure, skull what we used to say, or it is called as the cranium. And our spinal cord, it is covered with the vertebral column. Okay. Spinal cord will get protected with the vertebral column, or what in common we used to say backbone. Right? Yes. So our brain last part, that is medulla oblongata, will continue with the spinal cord. Yes students, so let us start with the spinal cord today. Spinal cord, from there 31 pairs of nerves arises, and those are called as the spinal nerves. How brain is very important in giving response to the stimulus, the same importance goes to the spinal cord, students. See, imagine something is hot or some burning candle is there. Okay, while talking, without knowingly, you are going to touch that candle, burning candle, the flame you are going to touch. And what happens? You are talking there, right? You are concentrating somewhere, but here you have touched the flame. Within a fraction of second, without your consciousness, unknowingly you are going to withdraw your hand. Right students? Yes. See here what happens, there is no time that the signals has to reach the brain. Brain has to give the command that you have to withdraw your hand, and you will withdraw. By this time your hand might be burned. Okay. So what happens, within a fraction of seconds we have to give the response. So signals will not reach till the brain, they will go to the spinal cord. Spinal cord itself will take the decision that you have to withdraw your hand. Right? So in emergency cases, what sudden response we are giving? So that sudden response is because of spinal cord. Hope you are understanding, students. So that sudden response is because of the spinal cord. Okay, and that sudden response, it is called as reflex action. Action means you are giving the response. How you are giving? Reflex, within a fraction of seconds. So suddenly you are giving. So sudden response with the help of the spinal cord. So this action is called as reflex action. So in this reflex action, our spinal cord is involved, and the part of the spinal cord that we are going to call it as reflex arc. The spinal cord which is involved in giving the response, that is called as the reflex arc. Hope you are following, students. Here I have done the diagram of reflex arc. Till the end you can see, fine. So this is the structure of reflex arc, students. Actually this is your spinal cord which we have taken the section. See, it is like this. We have taken the section of the spinal cord and observed the microscope, it looks like this. Okay. Can you see here? I have done the hand. Here the hand muscles are there. Okay. So this is the structure of reflex arc, how it functions. See, here hand is there. Let me do one candle here. This is candle, students. Okay. So if you touch the flame, in the hand you are having the receptors. Receptors means sensory cells you are having. Those sensory cells will take that signal. Okay. They will pass it on. See, this is the nerve. They will pass it on to the spinal cord. This is the center of the spinal cord, students, as it is called as the grey matter, and the outside one is called as the white matter. So this is the grey matter. And this one is called as white matter. So your, see, sensory neuron, the receptors will take that signal, it will pass it on to the spinal cord. Actually what happens in the day-to-day life, they will come to the spinal cords, but spinal cord will send that signals to the brain. Okay, brain will take the decision and it will come back and you are able to do the response. But in such emergency cases, it will not go to the brain. Instead of brain, our spinal cord itself will take the decision. What it will do? Now, the receptors, the sensory cells, they have got the stimulus. So this candle, hot water or something, somebody will pinch your friend, those are all called as the stimulus. As you got the stimulus, it will pass on to the sensory neuron. Sensory neuron will bring it to the spinal cord. Okay. And here can you see, this is called as relay neuron, or you can call it as association neuron. Relay neuron or association neuron. So this relay neuron, so there is a connection between sensory neuron, and here I will explain you there is one more type of the neuron. Between these two there is a connecting nerve, connection of the neuron, that is called as relay neuron or association. What do you mean by association? It is going to join the two types of the neurons, right? Okay. Spinal cord will take the decision that it is a flame, it is burning, it is hot, your hand may burn. So it will take the decision. It will send it to the hand. How it will send? There is one more type of neuron which will bring that signal. Which is one more type of neuron? It is called motor neuron. Okay, motor. It will give you the signal what to give the response that it will bring. So motor neuron it will bring. Where it will bring? It will bring it to your hand muscles, because as we discussed in our previous video, you want to withdraw your hand, but if the hand muscles are functioning, if they are getting the signals, then you are able to withdraw your hand, right? So the signals will go to the muscles of the hand. So those are called as the effectors. With the help of that, you are able to withdraw your hand, right? So this all happens within a fraction of seconds. So this is called as the reflex action, and the spinal cord which is involved in the reflex action, it is called as the reflex arc. Hope you are understanding, students. Very simple it is. not only hand, whichever is your sense organ. Okay. From there a nerve arises that we will call it as sensory nerve. Sensory nerve will bring the information to the spinal cord. Okay. Spinal cord will take the decision. There is a neuron which connects two types of the neurons called sensory and the motor. So this relay neuron will give back the information to the new motor neuron. Motor neuron will bring it to the respective part of the muscles, hand muscles, leg muscles, or whichever part of your muscles. There it will bring and you are able to give the response. Right, students? So this is called as reflex action. So reflex action, it involves 5 types of parts. Just now I have explained all, one by one we will study. 5 parts involved in a reflex action. What are all those? So they involve in the reflex action, nothing but reflex arc is having those 5 parts. The first one is called receptor. The second one, sensory neuron. The third one is association neuron or relay neuron. Fourth one is motor neuron. And fifth one is effector. Okay, students, so these are the 5 parts of the reflex arc. See, here only those 5 are. Let me explain you. Receptor, which will receive the signal. The sense organs of your body are called as the receptors. Which neuron will take that signal to the spinal cord? That is the sensory neuron. Okay, and what is motor neuron? Which will bring back the information. What response you have to give? Which neuron will bring it to the muscles of the body parts? Those are called motor neurons. The connection between sensory neuron and the motor neuron are called relay neuron or association neuron. What about effectors, students? The muscles of the hands, legs, nothing but muscles of the body parts are called as the effectors. Okay, so these are the 5 parts of the body. Once again, let me tell you, students, take down. Receptors means which will receive stimulus. Which receives stimulus. Are you able to see the board till the end? Okay, fine. So receptors means which receives the stimulus. So those are called receptors. Sensory neuron means they are connected from receptors to brain, which will take this signal. Take down. Sensory neuron means they are connected from receptors to spinal cord. Next one, association neuron or relay neuron. Connection between sensory and motor neuron. Connection between sensory and the motor neuron. What do you mean by motor neuron? Which will pass the response to the effector. The neuron which will pass the signal to the effector. What do you mean by effector, students? It may be the muscles and glands of our body. Muscles and glands of the body are nothing but the effectors which helps us to give the response. Okay, students? So these are the 5 parts of reflex arc which are all involved in the reflex action. Hope you are understanding, students. Okay. Take down the definition of reflex arc and reflex action, students. First one is reflex action. Sudden and involuntary. Sudden and involuntary. Involuntary means without your consciousness, without knowingly, you are going to withdraw your hand, you are going to withdraw your leg. So that is called as involuntary. Okay, students? So sudden and involuntary response is called reflex action. Next, reflex arc. The pathway of nerve impulses. The pathway of a nerve impulses involved in the reflex action is called reflex arc. Okay, one more thing, students, I have written here, but I didn't say. Sensory neurons are also called as afferent neuron. Afferent neuron or sensory neuron. Motor neurons are called as efferent neuron. Afferent means sensory neuron, efferent means motor neuron. Okay, so like this we find the 5 parts involved in our reflex arc, which helps for the reflex action. Right, students, hope you are understanding. Okay, right. Take on today's home assignment. First question, what is reflex action? Second one, what is reflex arc? Third one, name the parts which are involved in reflex action. Name the 5 parts which are involved in reflex action. Next question, draw a neat labeled diagram of reflex arc. I think this diagram is clear, students. So draw a neat labeled diagram of reflex arc. So this is a section of spinal cord which is called as the reflex arc. Okay, students. So in our next class we will begin with the next type of the human nerve system, that is PNS. Okay. So till that, complete your work, read, write. Okay, don't waste your time. Stay home, stay safe. Right? Okay, bye. Thank you.